All right, here's something interesting that I found. This is the Red Book of Motion Picture Talent from November 1924. Um, I don't know how many of these there are in existence anymore. Look, my hand. So I'm doing this as a video. I should probably move my lamp out of the way. I'm doing this as a video because I don't have a scanner that will scan this book, and I don't want to damage it. So hopefully the video does it justice. I actually don't know who this is. Not familiar with him. Obviously, it says who he is, but it's not familiar to me. I'm sure some Phil buffs are familiar with him. And here's a name we've all heard. And of course, if you need to read any of this, there's probably a pause button on your YouTube. So go ahead and pause it if you want to read any of it. I'm just trying to get through all the pages so that everyone can get an idea of what they're going to see. I also don't have any idea what an ingenue lead is, so um, I'll probably have to Google that after I've done this, just out of curiosity. Now this is really boring right here, and I'm only doing it so that people can see all the names. There are in fact pictures of these people since it is a casting book, and we'll get to those shortly. If you want to fast forward to see that, hey look, there's bathing girls. See, that might be, I don't know, something. Anyway, then fast forward. I'm not stopping you. Grand Dame types. Underworld types. Wow. I don't even know what that is either. Sounds kind of awesome though. That's the kind I'd be trying to date if I was alive in 1924 and single. So this stuff here with all the writing that's in it, and you'll see in some places, that was all written by the original owner of this book, Grace Frederickson, who I guess was an extra or supporting actress in the 1920s. That's the person who owned this book. I don't. I can't really read that. She's got some striking eyebrows. I wonder how many of these movies that these ladies were in. I wonder how many are even still in existence. I understand that a large number of early films, like some 90% of early films, literally don't exist anymore. Oh, look at that. So that's the myth of the, women in the 1920s were chunkier. She doesn't look very chunky, and that's not Photoshop because I don't think they had a whole lot of Photoshop back then. So it even says on a lot of these. So she was 5 feet 5 inches, 114 pounds, and a lot of them will have that. I noticed a lot of them have the specifics of them. And that includes, I noticed some of the ones that are not cast as little starlets, but the ones that are, that are cast as, just typical character actresses, where let's say the weights and dimensions wouldn't be considered flattering by today's standards. They still have them, like 190 pounds or whatever will still be on there. Boy, look at that's an interesting hairstyle to go along with her big round face. You don't forget that. Oh, look at those eyebrows, man. This lady's got some character to her. Just in case anybody happens to be watching this video and decide that they would like a clearer photo of any particular one of these things, I got weekends free, so if you want me to take a clearer picture of one of them with less glare and in photographic format, I mean, I don't have any material other than this book, and it won't fit in my actual scanner, but I can take a clear picture. So if you happen to want one, just let me know who it is, and I will find it and try to do my best for you, just to be a bro or whatever. So I guess that's what they mean by Grand Dame. Yeah, I could see her playing a Grand Dame, whatever the hell that means. Oh man, I think that's Sam Kinnison's wife. That's pretty hardcore. So I admit I'm not really like an aficionado of older films. There are a few that I really enjoy, like I really thought Shadow of a Doubt was a fantastic film, but even that was a lot later than when all these women were active. Um, but I don't recognize them. Like I don't know that I've actually read their names on films that I've seen. So it'd be kind of interesting to see what they ended up doing. Like even Ward Wing, who clearly, I mean, he's got a page to himself, and he's a handsome dude and all that stuff. Like, can't say I ever heard of him. Man, that's a killer signature. I'm a little jealous. So then the second half of this book is Gentlemen. I actually haven't looked through this part of it because I figured I'd go ahead and do the video. And let's be honest, I like looking at women more, even if they're, well, let's just be honest, they're long dead. Um, they were a lot nicer to look at in their time. I don't want to tear these. It's going to take a second to get this kind of unstuck. There we go. Heavy men. I like how when they had the women, I think it said fat women, and for men it says heavy men. I guess that's like, I don't know, is that sexism? Oh, this one's stuck together too. Hang on, I gotta just work my hand under here a little bit real quick. Chinese types? I don't know how you could be a Chinese type. Just foreign, just generically foreign. Are you foreign? Hmm. Well dressed. I would imagine you could make any man be well dressed if you dressed him well. Oh. Yeah, this spent the last 15 years at least inside of a like an old shed, so I don't know, you know, it hasn't been taken too care of. Boy, look at this guy. He's got a chiseled jaw and all that good stuff. So a lot of these say remember. I don't know if this is the previous owner of this book saying that they remember working with that person, because like in the case of this one here, this Norman Carey, obviously that says met him. The ever-present cigarette. People forget how much we all used to smoke. Everywhere. Yes, of course. Huh. Maybe that's like a game of would you. Oh, this dude looks shisty. Guy punch you in the face. I'm really sorry if you're getting bored here. You don't actually have to keep watching if you don't want to. I'm just trying to get everything for the sake of thoroughness. I want a beer. Wallace Beerley, that sounds delicious. I'm not sure. Look, it looks like someone actually took a pencil or pen or something, and I don't know if you could see that. Like tried to kind of give him a little bit of plastic surgery with a pen. I guess maybe was it himself or somebody didn't like how unchiseled his jaw was. But all right. A lot happens in a lot of years, I guess. Oh, it almost looks like he's not holding that up with his hands. He's just holding that up with his badassery, if you know what I mean. Check it out, eyeliner. Daniel Boone wearing eyeliner. That's hardcore. I bet that guy'd be a hell of a lot of fun to drink a beer with. That guy kind of looks like Paul Rubens a little bit. And this guy looks like an old Picasso. Oh man, here's just like a picture of a guy. Like, I mean, you know, a drawing, an etching of a guy. I mean, these are people that, like, they actually appeared in films, right? In moving pictures. And here's a drawing of a dude. All right. I like the shading on the hat, though. That looks like a shiny ass hat. And look at this guy. Oh man, that I want to swashbuckle with him. Eric Maine. Maine swashbuckler dude. Like a conquistador. And this guy's kind of like maybe like Danny Trejo's great grandfather, who's, I don't know, got a sweet mustache. Dick Fuckins. Yes, I am 12. Uh-oh. Hang on. Enjoy sitting here for a second. Alright. Sorry, I just didn't want to rip the page. Bull Mondana. What a name, Bull. That guy's got crazy eyes. I don't know if you can even catch this in the film. Look at that. Woo! But he's got two ladies. They may be tied up, but he's got two ladies. Oh, no, they're tied up. They're just chilling. Well, you know, gotta hand it to Dick Sutherland. That guy knows how to party. Oh, I gotta set the phone down again. I like how some of them are wearing accessories. Like, here's a suggestion of how to cast this guy. Alright, so here's, I guess, the children's section or something. Look at hair. I want a Wonder Cat. The Wonder Horses. Everything's wonderful. Fluffy is not a wonder. Jack Dog. Alright, I guess these are less interesting. This is like, hey, credits, just slide past them. I don't know why anybody would necessarily need this currently. These are, I guess, the people you would get in touch with if you wanted to be involved in any of this stuff. It's probably less interesting. So, sorry. Let's sweeps past it all. Who's this? Oh. There's a lot written in the text here. Here's the, I guess the classifieds. Oh look, appeared 30 at age of 60 through the use of radioactive clay. I know how that works out. You get superpowers that way. Or cancer, one of the two. Superpowered cancer. And that. And some more classified stuff. Radio Smithy. Dude, I like that. Dan's Lunch. A good place to eat. What more do you need to say, honestly? I don't know who Dan is, but hopefully he makes delicious lunches. Alright, well, I hope that you... You're probably not watching anymore. Alright, well, there it is.